Hey guys, Davey Wavy here. So I'm really into sexual exploration. I really like trying new things, and water sports was one of those things that kind of felt a little bit like a reach, you know, pissing on someone or getting pissed on, but something that I wanted to at least try. And I've tried it twice. Both times were particularly memorable. So the first time I did it, it was actually with someone who a lot of you guys probably know, so I'm just gonna not say the name to protect the not so innocent. But anyway, I knew that he was really into it and he really wanted to try it. And sometimes one of the things that's like the hottest and the sexiest during sex is like, if you know your partner is gonna enjoy it, even if it's outside your wheelhouse, it's fun to bring that person pleasure. So knowing how hot he thought it was made it hot for me. So I was like, yeah, I wanna try this. And he was into being a pissed top. So I was going to be pissed on, and piss is sterile. Like, I wasn't too squeamish about the whole thing and kind of interested in trying it, but like in a safe way, which to me, like, he came over to my hotel room. To me, it felt like doing it in the shower was like easy cleanup, right? Like, oh, I have this fucking time to like wash sheets, that's not gonna happen. Let's do it in the shower, easy cleanup. So we kind of walk in and he pulls his dick out and my heart starts to kind of race. I'm like, oh, am I ready for this? Do I really want to do this? Like, it's gonna happen. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna let him pee on my butt, because that to me feels a little bit easier, right? Like, it's a little bit lower of an ask. If he wants to pee on my butt, great. Like, I already shit out of it, so what does it matter? So that's not true, I don't shit. So I bent over and he peed on my butt, and as soon as the piss hit my butt, I just had this instant like flash of like, oh my gosh, this is such a fleeting moment. Like, when you pee, you only pee for like 30 seconds. And if he pees on my butt, like, it's gonna be over before I know it, and is this gonna be like a lost opportunity? So also I just like found this like surge of like erotic energy shoot through my body, and I was like, fuck it. And I just spun around and I was like, I fucking wanted to piss in my face. And so I can't remember if I opened my mouth, if he peed into my mouth or just like onto my neck. I can't remember. And I do remember it like going down my body and feeling like the warmth of the piss as it like hit my skin. And I guess what was hot about it was like maybe how forbidden it was, like how naughty it was. And he pissed and he kept pissing. Obviously he had really hydrated himself, and it wasn't super pungent or strong, but then he stopped. He finally finished peeing, and I was still like kind of on my knees on the bottom of like this shower floor, just kind of sitting there soaked in now cold like piss. And I had this moment of like, oh, like maybe if I'm gonna do this again down the road, like the trick would be to keep the shower on while the piss is happening, because otherwise you're just sitting in a pile of cold wet piss at the end of it, and you're kind of like, oh well, that was, I guess, good. So I did that, and I wanted to then try what it felt like to be the piss top, to be the kind of the flip side. So there was this guy who, again, this happened in a hotel room. These were both a few years ago, and I knew he really wanted me to piss on him, and so I kept hydrating because I was really afraid that I would pee and that the pee would be stinky. So if you hydrate yourself, if you drink a lot of water, then the piss is clearer. It's not that like dark yellow, stinky, nasty color. So he's texting me and he's like, okay, I'm like 15 minutes away, and I'm like chugging down, you know, Poland Springs, and 10 minutes away, and I'm like, fuck, bitch, you better hurry up, because I really have to pee. I've been drinking all afternoon, drinking water. And he's like, yeah, I'm rushing. And it reached a point where I was like, if you're not here in the next 30 seconds, like literally my bladder is going to explode and I will die. And he like, I was like counting down to like 10 seconds. He like knocked on the door, and we just like ran into the shower. And I was simultaneously turned on, but also had to pee. And what happens is your dick gets hard, but it becomes very hard to piss, very difficult to piss. And only a thin stream of piss comes out versus the full-on, you know, Niagara Falls that I had saved up. So I'm peeing on him and into his mouth, and it just keeps going. Like normally it probably would have been like a substantial 45-second piss, but because I was also hard, I feel like I pissed for like 4 minutes. Like it was almost comical. It felt like slapstick. It was like like I'm still pissing, and he loved every last drop of it. And again, it's hot to watch someone experience something that is hot for them. Is pissing 100% my cup of tea? I don't know, I'll try it again. I'll definitely do a third time. It's been a couple years, so I don't know what I'm waiting for. Maybe it's because there's a pandemic. But anyway, the reason all this is kind of appropriate and relevant in the moment is because we just released a pissing scene on himoroast.tv. I think it's our 4th pissing scene. And we always get a really strong response from our audience that people are like really into it. So if you do want to see it, go to himoroast.tv/sale actually, and you can get 20% off any of your membership. Or if not, you can still watch the free preview. I'm pretty sure the piss is still in that. But otherwise, himoroast.tv/sale to check it out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, more to come.